Located here in the Vail Valley is an amazing organization, the Vail Mountain Rescue. Not only do they provide backcountry rescue, they're an all-volunteer organization. And one of those volunteers is joining us in the studio, Dan Smith.
Amazing is an interesting word. If you were at our team meeting last night, you might put a different definition on it. You're dealing with 78 type A personalities, and this can get very entertaining.
Well, I think for those of us in the Valley who, hope we never have to call you, I think we are amazed and owe a debt of gratitude to people like yourself who devote their time and energy to keeping the rest of us safe.
Well, I'm 71 years old and have not a whole lot to do, so this has become a lifestyle with me. The ones that are the true folks that you need to thank are the 35-year-olds that walk away from a paycheck when the pager goes off,
yeah.
Which mine just did on my belt. I hope it's for some other reason. Had 2 missions this last week. Both were interesting in that we didn't go out the door on them.
Okay.
We called people in, we got plans made, we got things moving, and then in one case it was a vehicle in the river. Believe it or not, we do water calls in January, and fire got it resolved, which is they're always going to be first on scene. And the other was an overdue hunter. And just about the time we have the trucks warmed up and ready to head out the door, hunter pops out. Both of these are great outcomes. We love them both because they're absolutely certain. People should not worry, well, if I call them, they'll get moving and they'll call people in from work and all this stuff. And it won't be necessary because he, she, or it will pop out in the next 10 minutes. We don't care. Call us. Call us early. Don't call us often. Call us early. We like to get moving because most of the time, it doesn't happen that they just pop out. Most of the time, we have to go in after them. Getting this early start is incredibly important, as we were talking about on avalanche deaths. It's going to take people time to get there. Even
yes.
the CRAD program that our friends in Ski Patrol do, where the Flight for Life flies to the nearest mountain, picks up a dog team, and a technician flies top the avalanche. You're still maybe 20 minutes, 15 to 20 on that one. We're another half-hour minimum out, more like an hour out. There's a long response time. The only people that will save you in an avalanche are going to be the people you're skiing with. And the old joke is if you've got 7 or 8 people going up the hill and you look at their beacons and shovels and probes and you've got better, swap. Because you want the good equipment digging you out.
Yeah.
It's kind of funky, but it expresses the rule that you don't go with people with sloppy equipment. You don't go with people who are unskilled. You don't go in the back with people who you don't know. It's a rule because it's your life out there. This is not just sort of Vail extended or Beaver Creek extended. This is the real deal.
Yeah.
And you're a long way from help.
And you mentioned equipment that, people need to think. If you're going out in the backcountry, you need more than just your skis and poles.
Shovel, beacon, and probe, and the big important one, working brain. That's the tough one. That's the one you cannot survive without.
Going back to people's reluctance sometimes to call, you have made it a point to tell people on this program, and I'd like you to do it again, about whether or not they're going to be charged for that phone call.
We never send anybody a bill. I feel like answering the phone, Dan Smith, Vail Mountain Rescue. We never charge because we have, oh no, I can't call rescue, they'll send me a bill. We don't send you a bill. The ambulance at the bottom of the hill that checks you out will not send you a bill unless it turns tires and transports you. And if it needs to transport you, the bill is the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Because you broke something, or you hurt something pretty bad. We never have, never will send anybody a bill. We're happy to come get you. We like the backcountry. We'd rather be in it recreating, but if we're in it on missions, that's the backcountry too.
Well, we are all happy that you guys are here. And you have our collective backs. Thank you so much, Dan.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we've got your weather forecast.